Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
So with the impact to my business and income, will this delay my retirement?
I know you're worried, Marshall, but based on the original plan we came up with, you're only about 6 months behind.
I thought it would be years, not months.
You should feel good. Remember, you've got a plan.
Thanks.
With change comes questions. See the impact of your money decisions before you make them with RBC Wealth Plan.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Good evening, everyone. It's Saturday night, and if you're in Swift Current, you should be at the curling rink. But if you're not, wherever you are, we're glad you're joining us for yet another Curling Stadium live broadcast from the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown. We've got women's qualifier action. This is a C event qualifier. Kaitlyn Laws playing against Delaney Strouse. For the Strouse team, the lead is Ann O'Hara, second, Sydney Mullaney, Sarah Anderson the third, and Delaney Strouse the skip. And for Kaitlyn Laws, her lead, Kristen McEwish, we found out married this summer. It's now Kristen Gordon. Jocelyn Peterman is the second, Selena Negevin the third, and of course, Kaitlyn Laws the skip. My name's Shawn Joyce, joined by Matt Hames for this broadcast tonight. Looking forward to a good one, and already we've got rocks in play.
Yeah, we already got it going.
Center guard thrown up with the first one. The come around didn't quite get all the way around it. So that's the stone that Kaitlyn was just allowed to hit. She had room to get to it. Kristen makes the hit, rolls over to the corner.
Going for a nose hit here. Just to try to keep the rocks over there. Not trying to roll behind anything. Just a nose hit. Looks a little firm. Trying to get it to curl a bit. Gonna stay.
Gives Law's team a chance to come around their own center guard. The teams had a practice session before the game and draw to the button to determine who would have last rock here in the opening end. It was the Strouse team winning the draw to the button.
A lot of late finish here, right? So get it out there and get the speed right, and it's gonna hook in there pretty nicely at the end.
Yeah, I love this camera angle as it's coming into the house because you really get a chance to see that late finish. You look at where that stone is as it crossed the hog line. Boy, if they get that to the tee line, it's going to be overburied.
Yeah.
Just left a sliver of it on the high side. Got to play the run back.
You see a lot of teams these days playing pretty cautious first ends. The whole score on the second end thing is a big important thing in curling now.
Yeah. Mind you, they didn't exactly start with the cautious in. They had the guard out front. It just takes one roll out, and there's the potential to get back to a blank now, although leaving that yellow in the rings over on the corner means that Strouse is going to have a little work to do if she wants to get back to a blank situation. Jocelyn Bierman, another chance to come around.
Speakers here want to make sure that they don't leave a double on this. So they want to make sure it's either high or deepish. And I think it's. I would probably be the better solution. It's not. Let me see this finish. It's a pretty good result, actually.
Yeah, had a little more line. Didn't get in behind the guard, but edge to edge, maybe a corner in behind. Strouse looking to hit and roll over behind the other yellow stone, hoping to force Laws to play the short run back, maybe leave a double, and then you get back to a blank situation.
Playing a decent amount of weight at this. Not playing like a board weight. A little wide. Trying to make a curl. Got some contact issues.
Gonna touch it, but will she get it all the way out of the rings? Well, just
did.
You leave that as a biter, it could change the future calls.
Yeah,
there's probably no chance left at a blank if that doesn't leave the rings.
Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, they want to, ideally here, they want to be buried just top button, like just biting the T line would be great. Would make it a really thin double and a very risky double too. They like the weight.
It's got better line coming in.
Yeah, both going for speed now. That goes another foot, and I bet you it's buried.
Yeah, that one certainly didn't finish as much as even the earlier draw that finished higher.
No hesitation though. No thought about board weight, hit and roll, like the same shot.
Guard's probably hurting you more. I was, if you were going to think about something other than the straight back, I thought you might just play the quarter rock peel and try to drive it towards the second shot stone. That's gets you back to the blank that way. Oh,
this is dangerous.
Yeah, you just couldn't miss it that way.
Yeah. Now she's contemplating, do you freeze right on top of your own? That's what she's debating.
Yeah, I don't think you do, because it might leave that's what you see her indicating. It might leave a triple. I think you want some separation.
Yep.
It's not horrible even to throw the long guard, although there's enough room and with the curl, you have to think that Strouse could likely get to that Yellowstone. She probably can't get to it with enough to kill it, but if she just pops it out in the open, at least she's got a shot. If you get underneath the guard here, full 12 foot, maybe bite the 8 foot.
Yeah.
She's going to have to play a run double of some sort or another.
Yeah, it forces a pretty tough run double.
Yeah, and she could make it, but that doesn't get her out of trouble even.
No, now you're just starting to think about how do we make sure we manufacture our one here? How do we just get out of this end with we'll take a force right now. 3 rocks to go.
They didn't get that deep enough, though. It doesn't take away the run back.
No. Nope. Just a little farther, and it does.
Well, and maybe the worst part of it is now she's got when she runs this back, it'll be a double wide guard. There's a better chance she sticks it in behind cover. You could go from possibly getting forced to possibly getting 2.
Yeah. This might be curling a bit much on them. Oh, there you go.
Oh, they actually needed to let that curl just a hair more.
Yeah, it just needed to just curl a tiny bit more. still a decent result for the blank. You're going to have to hit and roll over and leave a double back. And if you roll a little bit farther, you might leave a double roll behind that bunch. He also appears to be playing this with a bit of weight.
Yeah. Definitely looks like a spot, and with the amount showing that you could get to the inside of that and try to roll under, but I think maybe part of the equation here for the Laws team is, do you want to take that risk?
Yeah. Don't need to scare the guard this early.
Yeah, it's the first end. It's going to run similar to past games, but you don't know exactly how it's going to run yet.
Yeah, this is make it go away ice. So they're looking at just getting hitting what they can see and seeing if they keep their shooter. I actually got that out.
Yeah, once they're sure they're by, they'll probably switch the brush to the
there you go.
carved side.
Yeah, that was nice, quiet weight.
Yeah, quieter than I thought she was throwing it.
Yeah,
Still didn't move.
Yeah, didn't move much. Is there a hole there? I don't think there's a hole there. It's a pretty no risk double here. You might even spin up. And
Yeah,
under the guards.
I'm surprised they don't take a look at how they need to hit it to get that spin up.
Looks like maybe a little more than a third.
Yeah, half might not touch the second one.
Yeah. It's definitely thinner than you think it is. Like a half is no good.
Yeah.
Half goes over the top.
She is playing the intern, which will help because she'll pick up a little extra spin as she comes off of it, which will help if she's going to be close to the spin up. On the brush right away. Makes the hit. Does get the spin up and right in behind. Now, is it going to go too far?
Oh, it went far. Kaitlyn just looking at throwing the draw. Just play to draw the button a couple of times. Why not?
Yeah, if she's ever tight by the red guard, she could actually bury behind the stone that was just rolled over there.
Yeah. It'll finish pretty good. This is a less precise shot than trying the run back. The run back is pretty. It doesn't look good either because the red guard, it's not in the way, it's just in the eyesight. So it makes it a little tougher of a shot. Like I said, she played a bunch of draw the buttons to get to here. So just recreate that.
Kaitlyn Laws with her final stone without last rock here in the first end.
Nice positive, real positive out release. Gonna have to.
Line's nice coming in.
Yeah, it should curl like crazy here.
Comes to rest, just biting the back of the forefoot, but it did get fully buried, maybe even ever so slightly over buried.
A nice teaser, right? Because now you wanna be like, well, can we ever get two here? Ooh, is she looking at the run back?
She's looking at the run.
Look at that. I was gonna say, like, it's a teaser because she's playing the run, so it doesn't matter, but you could play like a heavy draw and end up throwing it a bit too heavy and sailing it all the way past. Instead, she's just Just walking up and playing the run. Why not? First end.
Yeah.
The consequence is that you give up a steal. The pros are you get a deuce. Pretty tough. This is curling on her.
Yeah, didn't throw a lot of weight here. They're going to be able to hold the line. It's close. Oh, they got the redirect off their own. Comes right back onto that stone and sticks it for 2.
Routine.
A little fortunate, but if she gets by her own at all, I'm sure she's picking out. She might not hold the shooter, but a fortunate break. We'll maybe get a look at that when we come back. But for now, it's 2 points on the board for Delaney Strouse. She's got the lead. Kaitlyn Laws will have last rock in the second.
So with the impact to my business and income, will this delay my retirement?
I know you're worried, Marshall, but based on the original plan we came up with, you're only about 6 months behind.
I thought it would be years, not months.
You should feel good. Remember, you've got a plan.
Thanks.
With change comes questions. See the impact of your money decisions before you make them with RBC Wealth Plan.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind from pre-seed to post-harvest. You can count on the Victory Canola program to keep you
Two to nothing as we begin play here in the second end. The first stone brought into the button area, maybe just a little deeper than they would have liked. There's the corner guard.
Yeah, that corner guard not quite over as far as they probably would have liked either. I want to move it over a full rock just to make sure the intern is still there.
Delaney Strouse calling for the tight center guard now.
I think we're going to see some rocks in play this end. Oh, this is a little tight.
Yeah, this is a really tight guard. It's going to be in the 8 foot, maybe biting 4.
Yeah, this is a very tight guard. Let me rephrase that. I don't think we're going to see a lot of rocks in play this end.
Well, you still could. Like, Kaitlyn's not playing the double here. She's more worried about the hit and roll.
She's playing the jam.
Stuff the first one and roll behind the corner guard. And really, the only reason she's playing that is she just doesn't want to leave 3 rocks in the middle before she starts playing hits. So you kill one here, try to roll behind the guard. Even if you over-roll the guard a little bit, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Got to hold your shooter. Be really nice to hold your shooter here.
Can't roll out. She's not.
Oof.
Not staying. Didn't kill the red either.
Yeah.
This is still just the 5th stone of the end, so she can't do anything with the corner guard yet. Going to play another attempt at the center guard.
Yeah, tight center. A little less tight than top 4 foot.
Yeah, not as tight as the last one.
Yeah.
This is in danger of over curling.
Yeah, this is not gonna.
This is where you're just praying it stops. Stop. Yeah. That's a pretty good shot.
Not bad. Just calling a low split. Just move them around.
Yeah, just
get it off the 4 foot.
Back 8 foot weight, and you saw her gesture out front. If we clip the guard, because this is the 6th stone, they can move the guard now. If you clip the guard coming by, you might get under the corner as well. So there's
you might get some luck
here.
Play a little aggressive on the ice.
Yeah, you just can't miss this. Can't miss everything high side this time.
Okay.
Got to touch something.
Here it comes. Mine looks great. Beauty. It just gets all the plays going to be behind the tee line now, which is great for the Laws team. That's what they were hoping for.
It'll be interesting to see what she calls it on the next one, because if this shot is made and roll back towards center, she could just ignore it, come around the corner and get one stone at least in front of the tee line for now.
Yeah.
It's not even critical necessarily to have shot rock yet.
So
they got to go to get by. This is really curling towards that corner guard. It's on it.
Yeah, it's on it. Well, it still kind of applies. Like, what do you play now? You're sitting shot. I think it's pretty tough to get to that. It's the ideal situation would be maybe to freeze to the back one, but you can't throw the rock to there.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be that deep if you don't have to.
Yeah.
I agree, though. I'm not necessarily sure that you need to hit this one yet.
Yeah. I'm not sure what else you do.
The way you draw around the center, I guess.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't mind leaving that red there is just in case you need it later to come off of. It's at a good depth for that.
Yep. A nose hit here isn't the end of the world either. Oof.
Well, that was not the nose.
No, that was not the nose.
Gets just enough to get it out. Loses the shooter.
They're given lots of ice, and they're just curling on them. Maybe they're just not quite getting out to the broom. This is a decent amount of ice when you think about Kaitlyn's last draw or last hit on her first rock in the last end.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to think back. You remember the stone last end that got well buried at the top of the 8 foot? Would that have been the same stone that Jocelyn just threw? Is there a possibility she's got one stone that's just curling a little more? Because the next few draws, they didn't really get the same finish as that one.
Yeah, they didn't get the same thing.
You're coming around now, yeah.
How much else? You come around this way because then if they chase, they could jam. If you leave them, if you leave it open just a tiny bit here, you open up the possibility of a jam if they chase. So why she's playing this turn.
Yeah, I understand that. I know what you're thinking, but of course on this ice, it's just as easy to overcurl the guards.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah.
They got lots of ice here. This is a lot of ice.
And it's going to look like a mile of room coming by the hog line too, but all the movement is late. There, it's already starting to curl.
Yeah. A great shot. Just over curl, just like you said.
A sliver, not enough to make it easy to go after directly.
Not even hesitation. Not even a hesitation. Just walk up and play the run. Set that a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, and it's running.
Yep. Makes for an interesting. Ooh. Okay. Makes for an interesting call now.
Yeah, what have you got you could freeze to? Maybe the one that she just spilled into the rings.
Yeah. I mean, your options are guard or try to get it over in front of something else. And it's probably not on that back one. It's probably on the one that they just did. Like you said, like just
she's not looking at the freeze. She wants to play second shot. I'm not sure you need to. Like
I
if
don't
you
think
get
you
the
need to
freeze
either.
on it, she hits the open one. Like she can't roll to the open side.
Yeah.
She's either got to hit it on the nose or roll in front of her own, and then you've got a double.
Well, it is thirds last. So I understand the concept of wanting to sit two here.
Yeah, it's just you play it where she can hit it. She's going to hit it and try to roll towards the middle, and then you have to be real careful on the next one not to leave a double.
Yeah. Well, this is a very precise shot, right? Because this has to be fully in the 8 foot right on the tee line. Like it's basically a draw of a button, just the button is over on the wing a bit. Like
I'm fine if this over curls. I'd like to get in front of that red stone, but you got to be in deep enough to be third.
Yeah.
And she is. She's actually got second. That's a pretty good
Yeah,
spot.
she got second. It's not bad. It's tough to come off that one. There's some risk involved in coming off that one.
If you hit the middle one, you're not ever going to get a chance for a double.
No, you're not.
You have to hit the one on the edge, try to roll towards it. And because there's the risk of the jam, you might have to throw a little more weight, try to hit it thick, get the flat roll over in front of that yellow.
Yeah, you knows it too. You knows it. And what does Kaitlyn do?
Well, yeah, there's that too. Well, she probably tries to come her piece around it, but that's a
Right.
tough shot.
Yeah, I know. It's a very
yeah.
precise shot. And then you're coming off to the yellow into wherever she goes, right? You're
problem with this
coming
call.
off
You
the
hit it on
middle
the
one.
nose. She hits and rolls to the open side, and you're just giving her an easy deuce.
He hits and rolls what to the open side?
Well, if you hit this on the nose, which is what they've called, Kaitlyn just rolls
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
in front of the reds.
I know. Yeah, no. I don't like this shot. I'm going back to like if he knows their other yellow.
Oh yeah.
I just don't know what Kaitlyn plays if he knows the other yellow. It's you might have to freeze to the other back one. This one you're just kind of giving a freebie deuce. She makes a beauty roll here. Trying to make it curl right away.
Not thinking they're going to stay.
Yeah, pretty confident that they're shot.
Yeah.
Now the key is just don't really leave it in a spot. Just be second shot. Be second shot around the tee line-ish.
Yeah, you could be shot. You could even come to the back one. They talk about putting it high to split the house, but
yeah,
as long as this is the deeper rock, I don't think she can try the double because you could jam.
Well, there's so many different places to jam. Yeah,
if you're coming off that other yellow to play a double, you could jam it off the side. You could come across. You could end up giving up three just trying that shot. So
there's a lot of shrapnel in the house right now, which is sort of the way the last team played descend. Keep rocks around, and then some of it was intentional, some of it wasn't, but you end up with a bunch of different rocks that are just in the way. good conversation about the weight right here. It's always good when you sit in the hack to just confirm the weight.
Yeah, you need a good piece of the 8-foot here. Yep. You want to make sure you're sitting 2 after this one because you're liable to be in front of that red even if you're not right down to it. Then if they hit the one on the other side, even if they don't roll in, you could have a hard time scoring 2. Boy, they're really going to have to go to get 8-foot.
They are. They're
going to have to go to get rings.
They're going to have to go to get rings. They're not getting rings.
Wow. From setting up your 2 to now you're going to be drawing against, looks like 5.
Possibly 6. If she noses this. Is that
one
the
at
one?
the back?
Is that?
I think the one on the left as we look at it kind of looks. Oh no, it is still biting. Yeah,
It's
you're
on,
right.
yeah.
It'll be
Oh,
6.
Yeah. It'll be 6. Doesn't like a draw against 6 in the second end to get your heart pumping. I mean, it's only a draw to the 8-foot, but so was her first one. Just try to nose this. Maybe a little hair inside roll.
Yeah, maybe.
Why not? They're trying to get it to curl now, just to get a little bit of a...
Trying to stay at this point.
Trying to stay. Maybe spun on.
Yeah.
Maybe spun on. Call it 5, though. For sure. Measure for 6.
Full 8 would get her a single, but she's got no backing now. The guard
She's got no backing, yeah.
Took away any chance to throw to the back one, and she's light on the first one. She's throwing a different path now. It's real easy to overcompensate, and then what if this path is a little keener?
Yeah, this path, I'm going to guess this path is a little keener, and she just got crossed on the other path. So probably the sweepers are saying about the same weight, and we can get it there.
Kaitlyn Law's final stone, second end, drawing against 5, perhaps 6. Needs just about full 8-foot to pick up her single. Nothing out of the brusher so far. She was light on the first draw attempt. Line looks good. It's curling now. That's usually a sign it's not that heavy.
Yeah. Did they lose it?
That's what I'm wondering. That's going absolutely sideways now. And they did. They watched that die. It looks like 3 to me.
Yeah, it looks like 3.
Didn't touch it most of the way down and left it short.
That is such a bad feeling as a front-end player.
And it will be 3, no measurement required. Strouse takes a 5-0 lead after 2 ends of play in this C qualifying game. Kaitlyn Laws will have her work cut out for her, but she does have last rock in the third.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Join us this March for the House of Hearts Charity Bonspiel in Duluth, Minnesota. Help raise funds for Project Joy, who provides meals for hungry kids in our community. Every donation helps to ensure no child goes hungry. Join us and make a difference. Together, we can spread joy.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Five nothing as we begin playing the third end. And with a 5-point lead, you can't expect the Strouse team to want to throw guards. They put the first one in at the top of the button. They come right in on top of it with the second. Kaitlyn Laws has already thrown one corner guard, and I think throwing the second other side, I would guess, with that
Yeah,
broom.
she's on the other side with that broom, yeah.
And then you expect Strouse will probably pile another one into the middle. And the 5-point lead, I don't know if she'll even throw a guard with the third one. This is kind of what you expect with a big lead, though. You're going to pile rocks into the middle, knowing that Kaitlyn Laws has to deal with them at some point in time.
And because one is on the floor, like they're just frozen to each other and lined up pretty nicely.
Dead lined up. You could guard it here, but it's 5-point lead. You may not want to throw a guard. I don't know. She is going to play the tight guard.
They're in a really good spot.
Yeah, you almost, no matter what you do with this one, Kaitlyn's probably got to start making a move on the ones in the middle. Now, she doesn't have to throw full hits at them.
No.
But three piled up in the center in such good shape, you're going to have to deal with them. And while you're dealing with them, Delaney Strouse is going to have a chance to peel corner guards.
Yep. That's why I think you have to play this. I think you have to play this with keep them both in play weight.
That's higher than she would have liked it. It's over curl.
That is higher, and it's
she can make it play direct at the ones.
You might be able to nose this. You might be able to nose this. Like if you can get right on the nose and even keep the back one. Like there's no need to play weight at this. I don't think. Seeing a chance to get rid of one of them and roll behind a corner. But the risk of it is that you just roll out and you waste an opportunity to keep a rock in play.
It's going to be a little thin now. If they hang on for a bite of the 12, it works, but it's going to roll too far.
Yeah. I don't know if there was a need to play that weight. I'm just going to start ripping corners. Still not a bad scenario here. I think you have to refocus your energies now, and if you're Kaitlyn, and freeze to that back one.
Well, they're going to open something up here if they're peeling this center guard because it's coming into the side of their own center.
I think they're peeling the corner. They're peeling the corner.
Oh, they are, but where's the shooter going to go? It's going to go and disturb the center guard. I don't think this is the one I'd be peeling.
Yeah.
Because you now opened up shot rock.
Yeah. Yeah, valid point. And you put another corner over there.
Well, yeah, that wasn't intended. You were hoping to kick it all the way out, but it would have been tempting to peel the other guard because you could. The shooter rolls all the way out, then it could be that.
Shooter just goes away.
The other thing they could have done, and this is an aggressive call, but you're still sitting pretty good in the house. You could have just guarded it again.
Yeah.
Kaitlyn Laws still has some work to do to even get a chance to get to shot rock. You kind of made this shot easier for them.
Yeah. Just playing this with more weight than I think is necessary for this. I think rocks and play are your friends here. You don't need to kill things. It's just not going well.
Well, that takes away any thought of that rock maybe being a cutter.
Yeah, that's true. Is she gonna hit this? Interesting.
Yeah, it's still tempting to. You could still throw the guard. It's pretty tough to peel corners now. There's just too many guards up there.
There's too many guards in the way. don't know. You've got them on the ropes right now. They can't make a shot.
Well, and you're still
Yes.
sitting two. Like this rolled far enough to the back, you're still sitting two. I wouldn't have minded throwing the guard here. You're giving her another
would've-
shot at
Yeah.
what is a fairly makeable shot here.
They're reeling. Like they just can't make anything. They're completely reeling, and now all of a sudden you took a ton of pressure off them. And now they're one hit and roll away from like manufacturing a deuce.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when you've got your opponent down, it's good to just kind of go after them. If she makes this shot right here, a hit and roll behind staggered corners, even if it's not going to be shot rock, but it's going to be a problem. The center line guard is really super high. You can manufacture more than a deuce out of this shot if you can make this shot.
They've had a couple of rocks under curl.
Yeah, this one is gotta go. Yeah. It's not finding the perfect shot right now.
Misses the back one. Doesn't roll far enough to get in behind the corner guards. It's just left an open hit here.
Yeah. Probably throwing this pretty firm based on the ice.
Yeah, well, they probably want to flatten enough roll to make sure they stay in front of the center, in front of the tee line too.
Oh,
didn't quite get in there, but
gave him a shot at it again. Now we're going inside. We're changing our mind here and playing a little tap and inside. Yeah, keep some rocks in play. I'm guessing that slip means hack. Real quiet wait. Not scaring the guard yet. Trying to get it to curl. By the guard by a ton. Not bad.
Yeah, got a piece underneath anyway. For Strouse to go after it, she's probably got to roll open. And then if you want to make an offensive play, if you're lost, you could always just come around.
Yep. It's a pretty high guard. I think it's chaseable almost no matter what.
Well, you don't have to be that tight. If she rolls well out there,
you're just going to pick it. Play and peel.
Yeah, that's a scoreboard shot, though. It's 5-0.
I know, yeah, I know. You can only see, you can't see a ton of this rock.
But even if you crash the guard, how are you ever giving up more than 2?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm with you, but the problem is like if you whistle it by everything.
Yeah, she's seeing something else from the hacks.
Yeah, I don't think she can see as much as she thought she could see. Just quieting down the weight. I think her initial thought was, I'll just go down and pick it, and then she sat in the hack and realized, I can only see a sliver of this. I don't want to shoot this by everything. Play this down weight. You can chase this with like a board weight kind of thing. Let's I think it just looked ugly in the hack. He's out there again. Trying to make a curl. Not sure this is going to finish enough. Oh.
Close to going by. She's going to get a piece. Will she move it far enough? No. It is out in the open.
Yeah, I'm still not giving up more than a deuce. Unless there's a drastic error. Goodness for Kaitlyn, as long as you sit this, as long as you outcount that back one, like, you're just going to hit the open one.
Yeah, she's going to hit the open one and try to roll to the back of the buttons. So
yeah. She is. You probably want to be fully top 4 here. Just bury it top 4.
Yeah, I just don't. If she could draw to the open side corner and be sure she could be second shot, that'd be safer. But it's tough. By the time you're by the center guard, and the way it curls to the corner, you might not get enough of the 4-foot, or pardon me, enough of the 8-foot. So this is safer. You know, you can get shot or second shot going this way.
Yeah, you got to leave the hit and roll to the button, to the back button.
Quarter around might be good here, not dead
Quarter
buried.
round would be out. Yeah, quarter round would be perfect. So that you could run it if she makes it. I get second shot though.
Yeah, well,
if you're
looking at having a rock you can run, you got to make sure it's deep enough that you can run it and still be in far enough to have second. I think they did.
I think they did too.
Yeah, they did for sure.
Big shot. Put some pressure on here.
Yeah.
Make a little hit and roll inside. And definitely get shot. It's going to be throwing this decently hard.
Yeah, she needs the flat roll.
It's like a lot of ice for this 12 o'clock in turn. Maybe a little panic at the beginning.
Yeah, they might have overcooked it early.
Close.
Just didn't quite get enough roll.
Yeah. Got shot though. Made her make a shot.
She's gonna have to make a play on it. If she's on the outside at all, there's a chance she jams it on the red at the back, and then it's a question of does her shooter hang on? She'd have to be full 8 foot.
She's going for the nose.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. You can hit it on the outside a little bit as long as you don't roll too far. I mean, even if you jam it to the back, as long as you don't roll out of the 8 foot.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing. Like, it looks like about 2/3 probably dead jams. And then do you ever roll too far?
Yeah, you might.
Not going to throw a lot of weight here, I wouldn't think.
Nope. Just probably like a board. Easy to underthrow this. You're guarding against the overthrow so much and sailing it by.
Everything they've thrown has run so straight. You can understand them not wanting to overthrow anything. She's got to get close to the nose here. It's still running. You might see them switch pretty quick.
Yeah, I think the weight is so good.
There it goes.
It's so quiet that it's
there it goes.
It's just like back line weight.
Just a heavy draw. She will come down, tap it through the 8 foot. Her shooter stays in the 4, and she does pick up 2 points. She's on the board. Closes that gap, but it's still 5-2 for Delaney Strouse, and she's got last rock again when we go into the 4th right after this break.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort, to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Saskatchewan, you know Sasktel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With Sasktel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. Sasktel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sasktel.com/sponsorships.
Fourth end underway, and the attempt at the really tight guard, and it just slides into the 12-foot. So the Strouse team able to make a hit on it. Now they didn't roll off the center line, so Kaitlyn Laws will have to guard the red one.
A couple of back-to-back misses there. They want this as far away as they possibly can get it.
And
just over hers.
And yet it's still got to be dead lined up because you could peel your own stone. So if they leave them a piece of that back one, they're going to try to peel the red one out.
Or like have you split it or just get it away from there. Might overcurl.
That's just another one of those ones where you're watching that rock come in and say stop, 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 because they just curl so hard at the end and it ends up over curling. I mean, it's still got a piece of the center line, so you have to be a little careful playing this shot. It's not just a free guard. It's a
pretty aggressive.
Well, it is, especially when that yellow one's in the no tick zone.
Yeah.
Well, she's not narrow.
No, she's not.
Doing everything they can to try to carve it over, but it's wide and heavy and goes right by everything.
Yeah, back button. Back of the tee line here is what they want. Get a lot of separation from these guards.
Need to make a good one here. You have to, and not that it's made yet, but you have to assume that they're going to make the double peel. So you make a good one here, and then you can guard it with one guard for the rest of the end. If the double peel's missed, then you get a chance to throw a second guard with more separation. But for now, you have to assume they're going to make it. This one needs to be good enough to try to steal with.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
They'll be looking to drive this yellow just across the face of the red, get both of them moving.
Yeah. Get everything going.
Again, a little bit of a pronounced pop, and this has got to curl if she's going to catch the second one. Well, I don't think you want it that tight. You're just going to give them chance after chance to play the double peel. I think you want this one up higher.
Yeah, as high as you can get it.
Even if it doesn't cover the red. I mean, if they decide to peel the red one at this point in time, then you can throw a tight yellow underneath, and you're not as worried about the double run then either.
No. No, they do. Yeah, this is the important part about this rock is that it's far away from the red, so they can't double them out.
Yeah, if you get later on in the end and you've still only got one guard, you can loop another one around to the top of the button, and steal a 2 is not out of the question because you got to the back of the button with the first one.
Yeah. This is coming a little tighter than they want.
Yeah, it just needs to stop. It's just too tight.
It's just almost a freebie.
Yeah, they could all go here. Better release, but this has to curl up still.
Yep.
Yeah, still drives it by.
That's a really good chance. Now you really want to take almost 10 feet off of that. Let him sweep it just over.
Yeah, I still think they're calling for this deeper than I would be. I don't even know if you necessarily need to split center. Like, guard the red one again. If she wants to make a play on the shot rock, let her. Then you've got a double guard to come around.
Yeah.
Make the double peel really tough so that she can't really play it. She just has to peel one. And then on Kaitlyn's first, is that when you come around? It's kind of what I'm thinking. You come around another one.
That's what I would do, yeah.
Kaitlyn's first, and you hope she misses the run back, and then you're guarding 2. And honestly, like, again, that first one is so good. That's one of those rare times when you don't mind being back 4 foot on a draw because it gives you room to get another one in. And you need to take a few chances.
They're giving them all these chances at this run, at this double, because they're trying to put the guard there.
Yeah. And these little sets that they get, I mean, they're throwing it this way on purpose, and the reason for that being is you can throw it straight, so to speak, so you're always going to be rolling away. If you hit it thin, that's not the end of the world. This is close.
Yeah, this is real close. Oh, no, that's not good.
Stuffed it. Well, here's your chance to come around.
Yeah. And they staggered a little bit, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here's your chance to put some pressure on and go top button. Buried top button, sitting 2, buried with 2 guards. Not a bad scenario.
They are struggling to find the weight.
Yeah. They're struggling to just find them. Doesn't completely suck.
Well.
It's on the rings and it's in the way.
Yeah, if she makes the double peel, there's no chance she's running it onto shot rock anyway.
Yeah. You could get a bunch of rocks moving here.
Yeah, but you won't be able to get shot rock moving.
No, you won't get shot rock moving.
And that means you still are going to have a chance.
Oh, you're going to stuff this too.
Rolled it enough. That, gives you something. You're playing a single guard now on a stone in the back of the 4 foot.
Yep.
Steal a 2 is probably out of the question. If you continue to guard this, though, she might have to make a decision with the last one. Do you try the double? Because you're not going to give up a steal of 2.
Yeah.
That's not a gimme double.
Nope.
actually Kaitlyn with her last one probably bite the rings.
Yeah, bite the rings and just make it a little tougher.
Well, if you make the double, if you play the double and make it, it's probably still a steal of 1. Then does she maybe have to draw and try to just hold you to a steal? Well, draw to the corner and give you 1. Like she might have to try to draw towards the corner guard and just concede the 1 at the back of the 4-foot.
Yeah, because that outturn draw is not going to be there if you're.
Or hit and roll in, I guess, off the one that's sitting in the 12-foot now.
Yeah.
You'd hate to play the slash double, jam it, roll out, and give up a steal of 2.
Right, a freebie steal too when there's no.
If you could sit, get the guard here, hope she doesn't make the run through, and then for the last one, you come into the rings, you sit 3. She probably has to give you 1.
Yeah. Scoreboard says she should.
Yeah.
Sometimes it speaks to you. He is to just throw this and get this guard up. They don't seem able to
looking
figure
really
out.
high.
Yeah, they don't seem able to figure out her rocks on release and where they're going to stop. Super high. I think she's going to chase this and just,
Well, that might not be bad for Kaitlyn Laws either. If she's chasing that rock back there, you know you're going to have the guard, and it's a long guard. If you're in the top of the 4-foot instead of the back 4-foot, it's a tougher
it's a lot
chase.
nicer.
So no matter what she does here, she might draw around.
That is not a tremendous amount of ice for this shot.
Yeah, no, it'll run straight for a long time. I don't think she wants to stay behind the guard. Probably wants to roll just fully open in the 4-foot.
Yeah, she wants to roll behind the corner guard.
Do you want to be buried? I think you want to, if you can, try to tempt Kaitlyn to play this rock. Now, I don't think she's ever going to, but if you can stay for a bite of the 4-foot, she's got to think about it.
Kind of knows that almost. There you go.
That's more roll than I would have liked, but does
It's
the
shot.
job. Yeah, it is. Kaitlyn's drawing here. I have to think she's drawing.
Yeah, she's drawing. Is she gonna? Does she draw? Do you come around the center guard? And try to overbury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Leave a double for 2.
Wow, she's looking at hitting the red one.
Well, then the alternative shot is: do you lay 2 here in a spot where, like, if you can make the hit and roll to where Kaitlyn's broom is right now, like somewhere around there, you kind of force an outturn draw.
Yeah, but
maybe you get a break.
She only needs 8 foot to score.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just trying to talk through what they're thinking. I like the outturn draw. I would play the outturn draw.
I like the outturn draw because you get the overbury the long guard and get it in part.
Yeah.
Like if they're worried that she might try the double for 2, I'm thinking, well, let her, because where
Go
you're
for
going to
it,
be, there's a chance she jams it onto that red, right?
Yep. Yeah.
It's going to be angled to go that way.
Yep. Yeah, right now that's what you want. You want a chance at a jam for your steal of 2. If you
well, if you're going to leave her the outturn draw anyway, if you draw to the corner of the button, it's a much tougher outturn draw than if you roll to the back of the 8-foot.
Yeah, no, I agree. I
don't understand this call at all, to be honest.
I never liked this call. I'm just trying to think through what they're thinking. So I think what they're thinking is that they sit 2 here and force a draw in playing this hit. And they're just talking about the possibilities of it.
That hit and roll on the red one is not a gimme either. I mean, she can only see half of
it's
it.
definitely not. Got half of it.
You're playing an awfully hard. If you're playing that, you're playing a harder shot than you have to leave an easier shot than you have to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can think of I can probably think of 5 reasons why I shouldn't play it. They figured out the draw.
Are they the 5 on the other side of the scoreboard?
Yeah. They're about those. He came around. They came around to the shot.
Yeah. I think it was the front end that talked them into it.
I think so. I think they just came down and said, like, yeah, you know, here's where we are. It's 5-2, and we need to steal, and hitting this back one is not a way to steal.
How much of this has to do with the struggles that they've had finding the weight on draws?
I think it's a lot of it. Like,
I think Kaitlyn Laws normally throws this draw in your sleep, I think. And
yeah, absolutely.
Maybe she's just feeling a little spooked right now.
Yeah, she's just not sure of it. When you're just not sure of it, you're like, well, maybe just hit this rock here. I can throw a hit. I don't have to worry so much about the weight. I've been there.
Final stone for Kaitlyn Laws, fourth end without last rock, looking to come around. Get a corner of the button, see if she can't set up the steal here.
Yep, get it top 4 foot over. It's not going to overbury.
No, not with that line coming by. Well, strong again.
It's not even going to sit for second for shot.
Wow.
Yoicks. Draw for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty, the way that you put a broom down there, she's pretty confident that it's draw for 2.
Well, so am I.
Yeah, I am pretty confident it's draw for 2 as well. You never know where the cameras are in this, but that looks pretty conclusively 2. Or red is shot.
She makes this, it might be handshakes too.
It could be pretty close to handshakes. 7-2 after 4. Big shot. Take your time. Qualifier game.
Yeah, looks like she's already got 1 for sure. So this is a draw. Needs, well, not quite full 8 foot to pick up, we think, 2.
You have backing, but you don't want to think about the backing. It's just a straight draw to the piece of the 8.
Yeah, especially with this line, right? If you try to throw this to the backing, there's a good chance it doesn't get the line to get to the back one.
Well, they're sweeping it to curl, meaning it is heavy. Not going to pick out your... Going to splash it by, aren't you? Yep.
Touches it enough that we don't have to worry about a measurement. It'll be a single point.
And we're going to play. We might not have played if it was a 2.
Yeah, 4 points. It's still a game. You need to get to 2 or 3, but Kaitlyn Law is still in it. She's going to have last rock when we come back for the 5th.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting. We'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the Curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed? More innovation?
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
First stone of the fifth end brought into the rings. The corner guard thrown up. Now here's the second attempt for Ann O'Hara, bringing it right into the top of the forefoot again. O'Hara has had a very good game.
Yes, yeah. She's putting those rocks in then almost the perfect spot. Like those are two good rocks.
Kristen Gordon looking to throw the corner guard on the opposite side now.
They're icing in an interesting way here. Like she's taking other side of center line as the ice. And so on purpose, which means that if it's a little short, it doesn't quite catch that finish at the very end because it rides the center line for a long time. So I sometimes like to take the inside edge of the center so you get that finish right away, and it goes a little bit wider, sure, but it's I wonder if that's just like an arena. They play an arena so often that's the right ice for the arena, but maybe not so much the right ice for a curling club.
4 points up here as we play in the fifth. Strouse not interested in throwing a guard this time. She's going to call for the third one right into the rings.
Now 100% Kaitlyn wants all these rocks to stay. I don't think there's any reason why you want any of them to go. Yeah, that's all you want to do. Just move them around. Just hack weight, move them around. Just jiggle them up. What we used to say, right? Just jiggle them.
I don't think her first thought was to roll under the corner. I don't even think you want to do that. If your nose on this one with hack, don't you leave a red wall? I mean, you'll be open, but there's going to be a wall of red behind you, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
They should get a good split.
I think if you're hack almost anywhere, you're good, right? Like you're going to leave the wall no matter what. The nose gets the best wall, you're right.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come across the nose and roll under because then the top one's going to jam. But you had to make contact with the second and third stone.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's just an easy rock to peel now.
Yeah, you don't have to hit the one in the rings. Like the guards might bother me more.
Yeah, I agree. If you roll out here, do you think Kaitlyn comes around the corner?
I do.
Yeah, I do too. Even if you nose it, I think she comes around the corner.
Yeah, she might.
Does she come around that just about where her broom is right now? Just a little bit more behind. That's what you play. Oh, easier to draw a rock there than to hit and roll a rock there.
Well, it is, but that red stone is blocking the other corner guard. I don't mind moving it. I don't think you have to hit it.
No, I don't think you have to hit it. What if you just if you desperately need to move that?
You could tap it back and try to roll behind the corner.
You could just tap it back and stay right there.
Tough shot, but the scoreboard says you don't get to play all easy shots anymore.
No, you don't.
You could play the little tap on the 2 and the 4 foot too. It's not a bad shot if you make it. You get the roll in behind the quarter and get both of those behind the tee line. It's a good shot. It's a tough shot.
Yeah, some pretty precise shot. If we're
don't wanna
talking about
lose-
really precise shots, what
don't wanna
about
lose
like
another
normal
red one.
weight, 7/8 of the top one, and roll it, and the one behind rolls behind, and you roll dead behind that red rock, frozen.
I don't think you want to lose a rock here.
No, I agree. I'm just playing. I'm playing the really hard shot game right now. I think the shots are tap or come around the corner. I understand the logic of the tap. They look like they're playing this with weight.
Yeah, I don't love this. I don't even mind the tap. Instead of trying to roll behind the corner, come down again, quiet weight, tap the red, so the 2 reds in the 4-foot, jam the one, and then roll behind the other red. Maybe you make them play some kind of run, and they open up behind the corner guard for you.
They open it up for you, and then you start playing around corner guards with 4 rocks to come.
Yeah,
and you've got a 3 set up.
Well, if you make that double tap in the middle, and they're not playing it, but if you tap red onto red, you might have a rock kind of behind the corner guard, behind the tee line. You've got protection from both sides on that particular corner. It's early. There's still time in the sand. And you don't need 3 here. You would desperately love to get 2 though.
2 would be great. You definitely don't want 1. Yeah, and you definitely don't want to give up a steal, because then you're going to shake hands.
Yeah, and if they roll in front now...
Yeah, now you're...
you might have to hit.
Yeah, you got to... Well, I mean, you just hit anyway, so...
Ooh, there's a little set on the release. Yep.
Yeah, just a nice little set there. Sliding a little tight. Maybe overcompensated a bit. Gonna roll out. All right. Now you just come around the corner?
I think so. I'm not sure you're coming around that corner.
I think you come around the long corner.
Well, it's because that corner, like when you have to play the double on the reds come in that direction, right?
Well, they're gonna, this has to be top, biting the top 8-foot kind of ish.
That's the problem with this one, though. You don't have a lot of that guard's tighter. You still got to be buried. You go around the other one. I mean, if you back 8 foot, so what? You're still buried.
Yeah,
nothing's going that way.
You could also kiss off the reds coming around the other one too.
You could,
right, if it's a little bit wide.
It's a longer guard going the other way too, so you got a little bit more time to bury after you get by it. This is a tough shot.
This is a tough shot. This is tough to put it in a spot that doesn't hurt you. Or hurt you later on in the end. There aren't a lot of good places to put this rock, other than dead, buried.
Needs to stop.
It does need to stop. Okay, well, get a little biter on the back.
Not sure Strouse wanted to sweep that. It actually went deep enough that takes away the red probably goes over the top of it. She can peel the corner guard.
Peel the corner guard, and now you come around. You come around the other one
side.
again?
I think so.
Yeah, you come around the other one, and then Strauss has a decision to make.
Yeah,
does she rip the guard, or does she rip the other guard, or does she have to open one? She rips the guard.
Yeah, you could make a strong case for that, right?
Yeah. I don't think you need to do anything on those yet.
No.
But she could. She's contemplating the hit. She's gonna bring everyone down, have a conversation about this. Your 2 shots are the out turn, come around to the, just bury it, top 8, and hope they throw a guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I don't think they're ever throwing a guard, and if they do, you're okay with that. You've got to run in on your
absolutely,
own.
Yeah. That's why I said hope. I don't think they're ever throwing a guard either, by the way.
I don't.
But if you come around buried, they either have to peel the corner or hit your open.
Yeah.
If they peel if you go right there, they have to peel the corner or hit your open one. And if they hit the open one. Now you can play the double and roll behind. And now you're sitting 2 buried.
And three's in play.
And 3's in play.
I agree.
So there's no need to hit this. They're hitting this.
Well,
they appear to be hitting this with this ice.
Well, they were talking about the draw.
Yep. This is not draw ice.
Well, it doesn't look like it, except everything they've thrown is under curled.
Well, they could be throwing the classic heavy draw where they're trying to just like jiggle and roll off. They could also be throwing like control weight hit here.
Well, with an in-out release, this is a draw.
It's such tight ice too. Just knowing how you throw the rock. Little deep, but not bad.
Yeah, I'm fine with deep.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's a good spot. It still leaves the same thing. Same decision. Peel the corner, hit the open. Looks like they're going to hit the open.
Yeah, I'm peeling the guard all day.
I'm peeling the guard all day too, because now you leave them a chance at a hit and at the double and roll behind the corner.
For her to make the double on the red, she's got to leave you a double back. So if you peel the corner, she's got to leave you double back. You could peel it that direction too. You might clip it on the way by.
Yeah, absolutely. You could just run the corner into this one, right? Just play the corner.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You could
one.
play the corner this direction and clips that one on the way by. Well, great.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
If it doesn't, Kaitlyn's still got to deal with the 2 in the middle, and it's hard to do that and not leave a double.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to do that and not leave a double. Now there's a guard there still. There you go. Big shot here. What is the conversation about here, you think?
I have to think it's are you playing the double, or do you just try to stuff it and stay in front of it?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Gotcha.
It's not bad either, right?
Yeah. Can you throw enough weight to make the... I know Kaitlyn can, but the risk of throwing a lot of weight is that your shooter rolls out. You got to hold your shooter here. The easiest way to hold your shooter is to kind of play it so that you stuff it and you stay right on top. But she's throwing it. She's throwing it with some weight. That's some pretty tight ice. That's basically have it curl up an inch. So it's going to be moving. It has. If you make the double, you get a good roll. No, I agree.
You don't have to get the top one all the way out. You just have to get it all the way out of the forefoot, really, and you're probably sitting.
Yeah, right.
You're rolling.
The biggest key is you just got to make your shooter roll behind the corner. That's the key, right? Like you just don't want to sit right there.
Yeah, no, you sit right there. It's a slash double.
Yeah, you want to make sure you roll behind the corner, dead. Where everything else goes doesn't much matter to me.
Well, unless you're trying to roll just a sliver past the nose and try to stuff it. I mean, that's possible with this ice too, right? Then she could be throwing it a little quieter.
I think she would. I don't think so. I think they're going for the roll. A little out. Everything's a little out.
Needs to hold the shooter. It's close. He's got the double actually over curled on them.
Yeah, it just over curled at the end on them.
They
were sweeping it. They were sweeping it to curl, and then all of a sudden, it curled. The slash ever jam on the back red?
Yeah, I don't see how.
Be tough. Yeah, it'd be much easier to just dead jam it than actually have it hit there and roll over. It's not really. It's just like a half a rock, right?
Yeah, you could probably get away with hitting a little sliver thinner than that. I don't think you want to hit it any thicker. You might miss the second one.
Yeah, you might mess it with half a rock or thinner. Going hard for line here.
Yeah, this is coming off that line.
This might be coming off the line a little too much.
Too thick.
All right.
Drives it by the second one.
Can definitely nose it. Can't roll, but you can nose it.
You could draw. You're already shot rock.
You could draw. Yep, you could draw. I don't think she's confident in her draws.
No, I don't think she is either.
Don't think she would ever. I don't think that was even contemplated. And Serena wasn't like, hey, how about we draw the forfeit for 2 here?
I think a lot of days for Kaitlyn Laws, she'd think about it, but today's not one of them.
Today's not one of them. Today's the day where she's like, oh, thank God I can nose hit this for 2. Some days it's a struggle.
Kaitlyn Laws with her final stone, just needs the nose hit to pick up the deuce. She'll make it. Actually rolls just a little bit, but gets 2 points.
Yep.
As close as she's been now since just after the first end of play. It's a 2-point gap. Delaney Strouse with last rock at a 2-point lead when we go into the 6th.
So with the impact to my business and income, will this delay my retirement?
I know you're worried, Marshall, but based on the original plan we came up with, you're only about 6 months behind.
I thought it would be years, not months.
You should feel good. Remember, you've got a plan.
Thanks.
With change comes questions. See the impact of your money decisions before you make them with RBC Wealth Plan.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Center guard throwing up to start things off here in this 6th then. The come around you see just coming to rest. About a third undercover. Now looking for the long guard.
What is the Laws? What is Kaitlyn's theory of this end, you think, going into this?
You're asking me the loaded question because we were just talking about it. I think she's got to play for the hard steal here.
Yep.
Get the steal here and then force in 7, as opposed to if you force now, it's funny. It's the same situation, but it's not. If you get the steal here and then force in 7, you're 2 down with coming home. you like your chances to get 2 with the hammer, and if you ever score 3, you win. If
Yeah.
you do it in the other order, if you had to score if you force here and then scored 3, even for instance in 7, you're still needing to steal the 8th end to get the win,
Yeah.
and that's tough. Stealing the 8th is always a little different, just because the last end of the game, everybody approaches it a little differently.
And getting a 3 and 8 is different than getting a 3 and 7 as well. Again,
Well,
because just the consequences of the whole thing feel much different, so it gets a bit more stressful. But yeah, the best scenario here is steal, force, 3. That's the best curling math scenario that you can pull off. Nothing ever works out exactly how you write up your plans.
Well, they've got a good start here because that stone bouncing off allows them to get to the face of the shot stone.
Yeah. And the guards are not set up very well to double peel them in a really good way for the Strouse team. You might have to just actually run they want to get up there and peel. You might have to just actually throw a straight peel on the top one.
It's not a horrible shot. It's
No,
not
it's
quite
pretty
what they wanted. They would have liked to get across that one and get to the shot stone, but they left it in a spot where even when the guards are gone, it's going to be tough to remove that yellow stone. They can always promote it with the last one.
I think they want to take a run at this now and take a run at this double peel actually and run it and still run it in there. They don't mind running it in there. Don't want to just nose. You don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that.
Well, losing one of the stones out of the button area is not a bad thing now, because that backing wasn't helping you. It was helping Kaitlyn.
Yeah.
It's the leaving the 2 staggered guards that hurt them more than anything else.
Well, yeah, that's the... Now can you just come down and... You don't even have to tap at this point. Just come down and freeze. And if you could freeze on the inside a tiny bit.
Yeah, I don't hate if you could tap the yellow right back to where that red was, so you've got a pocket there again.
Yeah, and it's so important that you get to the nose here. I think that getting to the nose is more important than the tap at this particular moment. I like the way they want it to curl. It looks really good. It has to curl. Almost got to the nose.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's
Maybe
pretty good.
if you're really fussy, you might have wanted to tap that about 3 inches deeper so that they're dead even, and then it's really tough to remove that yellow. And you can't get to it yet anyway, but if the guards were gone, it's still tough to remove the top yellow.
Yep. Really just want to get rid of a guard here. So risk about taking on the double peel is you risk the jam. That's a perfectly fine result. This guard is an easy one to throw. You want this to be as separated as you possibly can. You want to kind of guard your own yellow, right?
Well, that's what I'm thinking, but then you leave angle where they could go after 2 guards.
Yeah. Right.
I don't think they were seriously thinking about coming in and tapping their own just yet, but they discussed it, and maybe that's as much as anything else, just to put the thought in everybody's head.
Yeah, they're easily throwing a guard here. They may consider tapping it next. I don't think so. I think they throw another guard.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of a Kaitlyn's first type of shot.
Yeah. The key to this guard is that it's high enough that it does not allow the double peel. You're just over guard. A little bit over, just over. Pretty good.
There's some angle.
Fourth run at the fourth run at the double peel. This end. This is where you definitely don't want to nut this back one. And you're pickle if you do.
It's in the neighborhood. Oh, just buy it again.
No hesitation, throwing the guard.
Yeah, I think so.
A little higher to put the thought of do we chase in their heads. They aren't going to chase.
Yeah, there's nothing they even can chase, so that's not going to happen. You have to be a little careful if you put it too much higher and don't get great line on it. There's a chance they just pick the tighter guard. Line's going to be
a little tighter.
It's a little tighter, though, yeah.
It's a little tighter. Yeah, it's tighter.
She just stopped in time because she almost could. I'm surprised she didn't look at it. You could play a double on the two in the rings.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No hesitation to just walk up and peel this.
Well, this one's tight.
This is real tight.
After they've set a few, they got this one going.
Yeah.
And picks the red out. And took the out turn away.
Yeah. We got a potential steal.
Oh, we definitely got a potential steal. I think Kaitlyn and Selena have to be looking at how do we set up a possible steal of two here.
Yeah. How do we? I think she is going to take a run at the double peel no matter where you put this rock.
Do you guard? I think you guard again.
Yeah, I think you guard again. But I think you dead guard your yellow and give her the angle at the double peel.
Yeah, and if she doesn't make a double peel, I think you're throwing the out turn draw to the edge of the forefoot with your next one. And how does she not give you two? Come around the red, sit at the edge of the forefoot, because she can only see enough of that yellow one at the top of the 8 foot to likely just dead jam it.
Yeah.
I think if you guard it, I don't.
They're looking at it right. They're looking at playing the guard with the out turn. I don't mind that. Yeah, that's where you want it.
They want to make sure
give
they
her
don't
a run at
curl on the other turn. So
you want to give her a run at this double peel, and so you want this to be as high as you possibly can put it. And then if they miss the double peel, you're right. If they go around to where Serena's room is right now,
I'm not sure about this call. I think they're trying to get
the guard.
They're trying to get the guard just a little bit wider to take away the in turn. But if you leave the tight guard wide open, and given what we've seen about Delaney Strouse going right back to the first end, will she just play the tight run back double? Like she could get all three of them, right? The three yellows that are sitting right there.
Yeah.
Sitting there right now. If you don't get a little bit of overlap here, she might just play the triple.
Yeah. No, it's good. I was not thinking about that either. I was just thinking about getting this guard in the right spot. But you're right. If it does overcurl, you risk her just running that straight back.
Well, and that's the reason they're playing this turn, is they want to, if anything, make sure they guard the wide in turn. Boy, this might not guard anything.
This might not get over.
It's the wrong side of the hog line.
He's got to put... Really wanted that to be just over, and...
well, it's interesting because...
He starts sweeping that right away.
She has to play the one in the house now, and she could still dead jam it.
Can she not just play the guard still? That same guard?
She could.
What are the risks?
But, I mean, the rock in the rings is wide open.
Yeah.
But you're flirting with the guard to make the double, and if you're on the outside and you jam it, it's still going to be partly buried.
Yeah.
If you get close to the nose, even if you don't make the double, you pop it out into the open. That's probably good enough for now.
I don't, going back to Kaitlyn's last rock, I don't mind that turn. I just think that the in turn is, they probably knew the speed a little bit better, and I think it was just overthinking it a little bit. Oh, there's Jen.
Dead stuffed it.
You want to tap this a little bit and put it in the exact same spot, leave the exact same shot. Just tap it a couple of inches and sit right there and leave her the exact same double the dead jam it, and there's your steal.
Get to the nose or just inside the nose, and she might have to try to pick one of them and just give you one.
Yeah, but if you ever overcall a tiny bit and she just like fires it, might be able to get them both moving.
I definitely think you want to bump it, because if you don't tap, if you just sit right on the face of your own, she's coming off the red and she can't miss.
Yeah.
She can't miss both of them.
Right. Yeah, no, you definitely want to tap.
You tap, she tries to come off the red, there's a chance she goes right between them.
Yeah.
This does not look like it's going to have the weight to tap. You'd like to at least get second here.
Yeah. Well, got second. That's the spot. That's the spot where I thought you could double them out.
Yeah, they're touching.
You hit what you can see. Can you get rid of them both and get a blank out of it?
You could come out of
this.
You could come off the red. You're never missing.
Yeah.
You can see, if not half, it's almost half, which is more than you need to hit to make the double.
Yeah.
The only thing that could hurt you here, you have to be really careful. We've seen a number of players, both teams really, with a little bit of set on the release. So many players nowadays have taught themselves to throw that positive release. But if she's a little back and straightens it out, if you ever happen to just rub that stone, because they're touching, that'll deaden it a little bit. You might not get either one of them out.
Yeah.
Oh, and she did set it.
She did set it. Got to make this curl.
Yeah, I don't know if she's hitting anything here.
Get in the back one.
That was very fortunate on a stone that was not very well thrown, but it's a steal of one for Kaitlyn Laws.
Yep.
That's what she was setting out to do here when she started this in. She's closed the gap to a 1-point deficit now. Delaney Strouse will still have last rock in the 7th. You're watching the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown here on the Curling Stadium Network.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed? More innovation?
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Shawn, Joyce, Matt Hames with you here for the seventh end action, this C event qualifier. Kaitlyn Laws, after giving up 2 in the first and a steal of 3 in the second, she was down 5-0 early, has clawed back to make it 6-5 here as we begin play in the seventh. They've got the center guard up, but it's a little off the line.
Yeah.
And the depth is not great for throwing the second guard either.
No, it's dead in the middle. So you almost have to come around this. Like, there's no good spot to put the guard here. You almost think about coming like right down on top of the one that they just threw. They're gonna go with they're gonna go with top 12 or just like tight, or that was what they were calling. Doesn't look like they're gonna get that.
You might like to have a bite of the center line on this one.
Yeah, there you go. You got a bite of the center line. They're gonna get out of there in a hurry on the next rock, though.
Yeah, well, you almost might have to throw a third guard, right? You don't want to. You'd like to be able to come in at some point in time, but you can't just leave them the double peel, can you?
I don't think you can. No, I think you have to try to get that just over.
It has to be made, I guess. And they haven't been gimmies this game.
No. The rocks are pretty dead on contact.
How tight must the Strouse team be feeling about now? I mean, they were up 5-0, and she actually had a shot in the fourth for another deuce that would have put it at 7-2.
They probably would have shook.
Could have been handshakes. So how
There was
are
a
the
draw the
nerves
8
for
foot.
this young Michigan team?
Yeah. Yeah, this might be too clever by half. Just throw a guard on it.
Yeah, that's a tough.
You start messing around with like little tapsies and where do you tap them? I guess.
Well, I get what she's thinking, but if you tap, you're still going to leave you're still not going to leave a lot of separation on the double peel attempt.
So let's entertain the theory, right? Like if you come down on the outturn side with a T-line weight and hit it just a hair high and roll a tiny bit. You tap the middle one over way over the center line, kind of to the top 12, almost in line where Kaitlyn is standing now.
Yeah, but look at how there's not going to be a ton of room between the center line guards.
No, there's not going to be a ton
Don't
of
think
room.
you want to give her that kind of shot.
No,
Double peel.
They settle on the right shot, which is just a just over guard.
I think you're
double
playing
peel.
the really high guard right now, or you come around right to the corner of the stone and the forefoot, and hope that they stuff the double peel attempt. Which, I mean, there's not a lot of room between them. If you're going to try
It's not a gimme. It's not a gimme double peel. Because your shooter, you got to get your shooter away, and that's not the easy part.
The easy way to double peel the guards is right on the nose, right?
Yeah, it's easy to leave your shooter there.
You try to go over the top on it, you hit it a little too thick, you dead stuff it.
What you don't want to do here is you want to make sure this is over, but you also don't want to get it too close. Not bad. Makes the angle kind of interesting, and the Strouse team is contemplating. He was contemplating for a second there something other than the peel.
Yeah, I don't know if she was, but I think the nerves might have been starting to get at her, yeah.
Yeah, I think the nerves were contemplating something other than the peel.
The fact that they haven't seemed to be able to make two go away. You don't have to get all three of them, but you'd like to get two.
Yeah. They just haven't made a double peel in a while. So here we go.
That's a good release.
Got that little, well, nice positive rotation. How many of these do you throw? I think one more for sure. She's definitely throwing one more. Then we're not sure. Then all bets are off.
Yeah, it's at what point in the end do you want to come in? I don't think you're ever coming in from this turn either. So this, as long as you're playing the out turn, I think it's the guard.
Yeah, they're definitely playing the guard here.
Nothing out of the brushers on this one.
Oh, this looks like it's pretty good. A little tighter than they want. Trying to freeze it. Trying to dead freeze it.
Trying to corner freeze so she can't get all three of them. Might.
Yeah. Worked out. Yeah. I don't think you can.
Might. We'll see how much it drags. That's going to be the question.
Well, now Kaitlyn's hoping.
Like
Kaitlyn's hoping for a nose hit. Nose hit, and you're back to the same situation where you still got two guards, and then you probably freeze.
And that was a big
set. You're getting a noise. Yeah, I don't think you're getting a nose. I don't think you're getting changing anything, are we?
No, that would have been tough to pick that off. If you needed to pick that clean, it would have been tough.
That was a tough shot. Now I think you come around.
I don't hate one more guard, but I'm not opposed to coming around now either.
Yeah, I think you come around, you let them. I think you recognize that they haven't really been masterfully making double peels. They're gonna really be pushing. I think they're gonna aggressively go for this double peel, and a nose hit is a very real possibility here. And if you can get a nose out of them after you make this freeze, then you're in business again. I know that's a lot of ifs. There's a lot of ifs involved in the next couple of shots. But make this good, and it puts some pressure.
You know, for what it's worth, like back home, small town, southeast corner of Saskatchewan, and there was another one just down the road, Alameda. And I can remember as a kid coming off the ice there, they just had a big sign on the door, and that's all it said was if.
Yeah.
It's always been a factor in curling. That's going to get down to it this time, and
that doesn't. Well, there you go. Just changes everything.
Well, I think kind of forced it. Well,
yeah,
it's hard to take a run at it now because where's that rock going?
Yeah.
You know, yellow onto yellow onto the one that was just thrown is coming towards the reds. Yeah. Well, if it comes over the top at all, it's coming back towards the reds. I don't think you can do that.
What you don't want to do in any scenario here is tick any of these. Is just tick the guard, especially the tight one. Get this
Cannot
by.
be behind the tee line either.
Would be bad idea to
weight.
be behind the tee line.
Looks like a lot of weight. Now we're into the 7th end. It might come down.
Yeah, I think it's coming down pretty good.
Didn't bury quite as nicely as I thought it would if she had the right
No,
weight.
no. Want to get to the nose? Tap this a bit.
Yeah.
You still could probably chase it with the. You could chase shot rock with the outturn. Still. Because those guards are pretty high. You only have to tap it back half a rock to be shot.
If you get close to the nose and tap this back a foot, even if they're sitting 2, you're going to leave your shooter in a really good spot. You got to get to
Yeah, no, I know. I'm with you.
This
yeah,
like
you want to get this one as close to the nose as you possibly can. I'm saying that they can chase shot rock with the outturn still. Well, it's on the guard.
That's gone sideways on them.
Yeah. Might have taken away the outturn chase too. Well, this is really trouble. This is trouble.
Corner freeze your own stone is pretty good.
Yeah, I think
the wide open one. But yeah, the Christmas tree is what they're looking for. But you can come right down to sitting right on the corner of it's pretty good.
Yeah. You know, you're in a pretty good situation here where almost anything in the way is going to start to be good for you. As long as it's not high.
This is curling hard.
This is curling hard. Means it's probably light. Well, is it going to set up a... Okay, well... You're a couple of shots away from... You're not this shot away from sitting shot, so... Run the guard back onto a shot rock right now and open up the back one. Is one call that they're thinking. I will listen to like a just like a hack waiter on the 3 yellow guards to try to just change the angles and hope you got something to run in. I don't know what this gets you.
Well, the way she signaled it was she's trying to double the 2 out of the top of the 4-foot and have this raised stone go across the top as well. So you're playing a triple here, the guard and the 2 stones at the top of the 4-foot, and then hoping she's got somewhere to draw with the last one. This is really
I guess
tough.
so. I think she originally, I guess she was looking and seeing, like, is there a hole?
You make it.
They're trying to just take that. Yeah. I think the key to this shot is actually just get the back one. Like, if you get the back one, and then you've got an outturn draw to there and an in-turn draw to there. And they can't take them both away, so they have to kind of draw to there. I think. I think you got to get rid of shot rock here, no matter what. There you go, this big shot. Oh,
6th run, catches the one but stuffs it.
Yeah,
Still
that's
better than it was. She's got a way to get in, but now if Delaney Strouse draws right in between her 2 reds, how do you get shot
right?
rock?
That's what you've got to do. That's what you forced. So, yeah, you're still gonna have an outturn. I don't think you want to go there.
Yeah, the
right?
corner freeze on your own is no good now because she chiseled in off the other one, and now you're
Definitely
staggered.
no good. Yeah.
But that's what she signaled again is to get the corner in front of her own. I think you gotta.
I think you want to go right in that spot.
Yeah, put the 3 reds in a row, and she can't get in underneath.
Right. Take her broom, move it over just a foot. That's where you want to put it. It's still the same line.
Well, I saw the gesture, what she's talking about. She thinks if we leave it right there, if Kaitlyn makes something off that red one, we can slash this in. The problem is Kaitlyn's not going to try to roll 6 inches. She's going to try to roll 1.5 feet behind the staggered pair, and then you've got nothing you can slash.
Yeah, right. I don't think she can roll 1.5 feet, though, because I don't think she's got enough air.
It's a chisel. She's only throwing a draw weight shot, right?
Yeah.
You're just going to chisel off of it, try to get to back button.
Right. Yeah, like Kaitlyn's playing the outturn chisel off that other one, and that's what she just set up. The shots that she just set up. This, if you just put this rock right, as you said, top 4 foot in between.
Yeah, she can't chisel off anything.
You almost shake hands. It's exactly the shot that she called, and it might not be good.
Now, Kaitlyn's still got to make this shot, and it's not easy. They've struggled to get draw weight to curl for Kaitlyn most of this game. But it's there. It's been there all weekend long.
Yep.
There's been plenty of curl coming into the house. She only needs to just touch enough of that red to redirect to the back button.
Yeah,
and the
she
fact
can
that
get
those
to
are staggered.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt you. I guess there might be an in-off on the yellow.
Yeah, there might be.
It's probably going to be a shot, I guess. Yeah, it is. But if it's all
you got to get this to the
it.
perfect spot to the back button on the almost on the word group, right? Is the perfect spot.
On the P.
You're a little higher.
You want to be dead behind I think you want to be dead behind the shot stone, because you can still see half of the shot stone if you're on the center line. She'll slash in the tight one.
Yeah. Very real chance of throwing this a little too hard and just coming down and nosing that one.
They've had that struggle the whole game. You have to get the draws, especially Kaitlyn's, to get them to finish.
Because you've got to have it. You got to throw like just a draw that they can sweep. So an aggressively tight draw.
Adjusted her release a little bit that time. She came over the top a little bit so that it's not going backwards out of her hand.
Yeah.
Are they going to be able to get it by?
Go for line.
I'm not sure she was there if they get it by anyway.
No, I don't think she was.
It'll come up short. It's 4 already. I wasn't sure they were going to make her throw it.
I wouldn't. I'm not sure I would make her throw it right now. Got to feel good going down though, getting to throw a draw for 5 and 7. You get to play tomorrow in the qualifier. Yeah, Kaitlyn threw that, gave it didn't quite, like, really gave it a chance.
Give it just a little bit more weight, and
just a little bit more weight, and you've got a chance.
Yeah,
but she didn't overthrow it, and it was curling like crazy, and just it struggled a little bit tonight with figuring out when to sweep. And
for good measure, with her final stone, Delaney Strouse will come right into that top 8, tap her own stone. She'll pick up 5, and that gives her the win. She'll pick up and go into the books as an 11-5 win. It was lopsided to begin with, ended up as a pretty close game, and of course the final score looks lopsided again, but that doesn't tell the whole story.
No, it was an interesting one.
It was. With that, we've got 6 of the qualifiers determined. It looks like we've got one other final. Kayla McMillan defeated Danielle Inglis, so McMillan through to the final. The game between Michelle Englot, Ashley Teveno still on the ice. Englot with a 6-3 lead, and Hammer playing in 7 there. We want to thank everybody for being with us tonight and all weekend long here on the Curling Stadium Network. Still a lot of action to come. We've got the championship round for the women tomorrow. There's still the completion of the triple knockout portion for the men tomorrow and the men's playoffs on Monday. A lot of action yet to come. 5 draws tomorrow and 3 on Monday. You can see all of the games streaming on the Curling Stadium Network. And, of course, there will be commentary on selected features for both of the next 2 days. On behalf of myself, Shawn, Joyce, my partner, Matt Hames, we want to thank you for joining us tonight, and we look forward to seeing you all day tomorrow and again on Monday.
Enjoy all this live curling, everyone. It's awesome.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline, join the revolution.